Hello, Jessica Bustamante back with another video, and this time we're going to talk about things that can make a difference. I brought along a great friend of mine, which we have traveled, we've been on the road together, and I've been very blessed to meet because she's made an incredible difference in my life. And I'm so glad that I met her because she's taught me so much about, products, why I want to pick certain products, what would work, what actually makes a difference, and the science behind products, for you to learn more in depth about what they do for the body. Why did I choose Life Vantage? There are many reasons. In the beginning, I started with my hair. Just because I had undergone a lot of chemotherapy prior to, and I was more interested in growing my hair back. Well, Life Vantage has an amazing story and advanced technology on what they offer in their products. At the beginning, again, I wasn't so much in tune with the products as much as I was the hair care. When I started the hair care and saw what it did, man, I was like, you know what? Not only does the world need to know about these products, but then I started to say, well, if they did this for my hair, then what could it do for the body? So then I started going into the products and man, it's made a tremendous difference. Now, when I talk to you all about what I do, remember that I come to you with proven results. The reason why I say that is because I had my blood tested before and after using the products, and we found amazing results on what it was to help build my immune system and get it to where it is today. Remember that I'm talking to you as a stage 4 cancer patient who was only given a year to live back in 2014. Well, we're almost 7 years later and you're still seeing me today. Am I still battling? Yes. Have I beat the odds? Yes. How did I do that? By learning products that work. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my amazing, beautiful friend, Diane Rodriguez, and I'm going to let her explain a little bit of technology behind the science on these products. So Diane Rodriguez, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you, Jessica. You have taught me so much. I have learned so much about what a cancer patient goes through and what happens to their body during this journey and what information they're not given.
Correct.
That is, I think, one of the biggest things that I've learned from being around you and from talking with you is I was shocked at knowing that so much information is withheld of things that are out there, and you're just going in there blind. And
yes.
So that was a big eye-opener for me. So a little bit of background on me. Like she said, my name is Diane Rodriguez. I'm actually an occupational therapist, and my husband is as well. We have a clinic here in El Paso, Texas. We work mostly with kids with autism, ADHD, and some developmental delays as well. So we've done a lot of different services over the years, traditional services, occupational therapy, speech therapy, neurofeedback. And then when we were introduced to this about 2.5 years ago, we just thought it was going to be another, product that, our patients are given by their doctor sometimes, or they buy off the shelves over the counter that helps kids with focus. That's what we really thought it was.
Right.
But when we took a deep look at this and we really started looking into the science and the research behind a natural product,
right,
we were blown away.
Yeah.
So, so we kept going into the research, digging into that, because as medical professionals and having our own clinic, we have to be very careful about what we're sharing or recommending to our patients.
Correct.
So we actually started taking the products ourselves first, and we actually started sharing it with our family as well, because of what we heard was happening with people we wanted to see. So I have a stepson who's 17, going to be 18, and when he was very young, he had sustained a head injury.
Wow.
Okay, so he had always struggled in school. He even developed a stuttering problem.
Okay.
He had some processing issues, just needed extra time to do his work. And we thought, wow, if what they're saying is true about this, maybe it would work for him. So we started him on the products. And about 5 to 6 weeks in, he was blowing his tests at school out of the water. So just real quick, I want to get back to you, but he went from having 504 accommodations, needing all of these assistance and modifications for his schoolwork. Fast forward about 12 weeks later, he is out of all special ed services, regular courses, and is taking an advanced placement school.
Amazing.
Advanced placement classes in school. Wow. So that's just one thing that we saw. So we thought, wow, maybe we should start talking to our patients about this.
Yeah.
So we just started sharing it with some of the families there, and the ones who have decided to try it, we've had phenomenal results.
Okay.
So that's kind of how our journey started. Yeah. But when I saw you, I first saw Jessica doing a Facebook Live. I think I was just scrolling through one day, and there was this little girl, this little woman sitting in the car. I thought she was driving, because you know how they have the images are flipped in the phone? Well, I thought you were actually driving and doing this live. I was like, dang, no.
No, that's not the way to go.
I was like, wow, and she's talking what she's talking about. She's talking about all these, her journey, what she did, and what the doctors had told her, and she's still here, and she's trying this and this. I said, I have to meet this woman. And that's what I did. I reached out to her and we met. And I'm sure Jessica was thinking, yeah, I've heard of hundreds of products. I've seen it all. I've already tried it.
Everybody claims they're the best.
Right.
But for me, it was more the science. Right. And I'll be honest with Diane, like knowing that you were in occupational therapy, so already in the medical field, and choosing a supplement, right, was kind of odd. Because normally you would think that you would choose more or gear towards pharmaceutical medication, traditional medicines. And you came out with, no, the natural, how can we heal the body naturally? So for me, that was, let me pick her brain and let me see what it is that she knows. So you intrigued me. And then you started giving me the information, and I was just like, you know what? I need to know more. I want to learn more. Then we did my blood test. And I'm glad that you touched on your son, because I don't want people to think that this is just geared for cancer. This is for everything. You just heard Diane say, you know, she initially started this because she works with a lot of autism. Well, it's not necessarily just for autism, cancer, but really it is preventative. You know, if you're proactive, then you don't have to be in a sick body or wait until you're in a desperate situation like myself in order to have a healthy lifestyle. This is why I believe that it is imperative for us to talk about the things that can and will make a difference. And not just products out there, but what actually works. These are proven studies by colleges, and it also came out in
PubMed.gov is a huge national library. It's like a conglomerate of all of our research. This is where medical professionals, doctors go to get their research. So yes, there are 26 listed peer-reviewed studies on this name brand product alone, which is almost unheard of in this. And you know, when we say supplements, the reason we use that word is because there's really not another word to call it, but it really works different in your body than a supplement. It's actually turning on things that already exist in your body that have gone dormant or have slowed down because of our toxic environment that we live in and the natural aging process.
And in my case, I mean, I said it, I've undergone a lot of therapy, so therefore it's proven that my body has slowed down. Think of a diet, you know, as we age, you know, our body, our metabolism slows down naturally. That's just the way of nature. So people look to things that they can do, whether it's exercise, whether, you know, energy drinks, which is a poor way of going about it. But I'm just saying, there's many things out there that can enhance and speed up, right? Well, these supplements don't hurt the body whatsoever. It activates the body on things that were already there, but just gets things going to where, you know, they needed to be in the first place. And it helps the body basically heal, right? It heals itself.
What happened was, when 2.5 years ago when we were introduced to this, I learned a term that I hadn't heard before.
Biohacking.
Well, that, yes,
Okay.
biohacking, but
Yeah.
also oxidative stress.
Yes.
So what oxidative stress is the actual damage done to our cells
Right.
over time. I mean, it happens naturally with aging, just eating and drinking and processing things in our body, we have that. But it also happens when we're exposed to excessive toxins
Right.
in the environment, disease, and so doctors and physicians and researchers now know that oxidative stress is linked to over 200
Correct.
different diseases and illnesses.
Correct.
And the more I research, I'm like, that's the first thing I do is I go to PubMed.gov and somebody asks me, is this going to help with so-and-so?
Right.
And I say, I don't know, let's see. It reduces your oxidative stress
Right.
in your cells by 40% in 30 days.
Correct.
Okay, it's cleaning out the garbage. So let's take a look. I go to PubMed and I say, okay, let's take this specific issue and let's see if oxidative stress is linked to that disease or condition. And almost 99% of the time,
It is.
it is.
Of course.
So I said, you know what? Let's try it because this is an issue.
Right.
This reduces it
Right.
naturally,
Right.
turns your body's ability back on to produce massive, powerful antioxidants that we need to protect ourselves right now.
Right.
And so it's been huge. And I have seen the most amazing thing about me being introduced to this is not just what it's done for my family, but I also get messages
All the
on a daily basis saying how much better people are doing.
Yes.
How much better they feel, how there's, things are just, they're just overall their strength and their energy. And of course we don't, you have to make those decisions yourself, whether you're gonna say, I've gotta try something that's working for other people.
Yeah.
I've gotta try.
And in my case, I've always been an advocate of people, or educating people on natural healing. There's many medications out there, but let's just go back to my story. In my case, I am a stage 4 considered terminal patient on paper. According to the doctors, I'm not curable. Yet, I've proven that I've gotten off medication before. I've lasted a long term with giving my body the supplements, nutrition, water, things that I've done in my control to help my body give it that fighting chance. Now, I did have a relapse, but I'm still here. The fact that I'm still here beating the odds is just mind-blowing. The type of cancer I have is breast cancer that metastasized to the lungs, to the bones, the esophagus, the abdomen, and the liver. Yet, I'm still here. And you're looking at the quality of life I've had, which has been mind-blowing. This is why I believe in educating people, because most of the time when you hear terminal, most patients hermit, they go into a depression, they isolate themselves, and they really believe that the date they're told is what it is. And most of the time, to the date, is what they have. And a lot of it is the mind, okay? Number 1, I said, this is not gonna happen. You don't know me, you don't know my life, and I'm gonna prove that everything and anything is possible. But everything that I've learned, I've brought to you because I know it's made a difference in my life. And Life Vantage is one of those products that I'll be advocating out there to many people, not only because of the hair care line, but also the products in itself. Now we're gonna go into depth, especially with NFR2, because that is one of their main products out there. And Diane's gonna explain the technology behind it. Now, everybody's body is different. In my case, I'm stage 4 cancer patient. Because I am already with the diagnosis, I drink faithfully 4 NFR2s a day. Now I'm gonna give it back to Diane to explain what NFR2 is.
Okay, yes, thank you. NRF2 is actually a pathway in your cells, okay? And it activates proteins that activate enzymes that release super powerful antioxidants.
Nice.
And when that happens, it goes in cleaning out the damage and can actually repair damage to your cells.
Right.
Okay, so that's the main function. We have NRF2 in our body, but what happens over time as we age, this production of the NRF2 protein slows down. Okay, and it's like we're flipping the switch and turning it back on using 5 natural ingredients.
Okay.
Now you can activate your NRF2 pathway in other ways by eating lots of fruits and vegetables, right? But there's no way that they have the same nutrient quality in our vegetables today, even organic, as it was 50 years ago.
I agree.
So instead of, there's no way that I can eat as much NRF2, activating proteins, vegetables to get that going, rather than finding the perfect blend of 5 natural ingredients to do it with taking 1 pill.
Right.
And so it's been a huge, and let me just want to share this one thing. Washington State University said that NRF2 activation may well be the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine.
Wow.
And you're not hearing about it from your doctor.
Of course not.
You're hearing about it from people who have done their research, came across this somehow, and it's there. The science is there, their research is there. You can go on, again, PubMed.gov, and you can search for it, what an NRF2 activator is and what it does for our bodies. It is huge.
Yeah,
huge.
and you don't even have to take our word for it, guys. You can just Google on your own oxidative stress, NFR2, and even the company itself. You know, if you just search for Life Vantage, you'll see 26 studies.
Yeah, in PubMed.gov. You'll have to if you want to do the PubMed search, it's going to be under the name brand product called ProTandem. Okay, so Life Vantage is the company, but that won't come up. It's because there's a scientific research on the actual product instead of the company.
Awesome. Okay, so another supplement that I take to enhance NFR2 is NAD. So NAD.
Right, NAD is really huge in longevity research right now. It's another molecule in our body, and what it does is it activates something called sirtuins.
Okay.
Sirtuins is what protects our chromosomal integrity, especially on our DNA, on our chromosomes. When those become damaged and frayed, they become unprotected, that also can accelerate the aging and disease process.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this NAD molecule is so important, and this activates that. And so we're finding great results with combining all these products together to get your maximum potential and your maximum health potential, actually.
Yeah. Well, and then there's the NFR1, which is also super important to the body.
That is something we don't talk about a lot, is our mitochondria in our cells. Mitochondria, if you remember way back to middle school science, is the powerhouse of the cell, the engine of the cell. It's what gives our cell energy to do everything that it needs to be in the body.
Yes.
So what if your cells need energy to metabolize food, to heal, to recover, to do this, to do that, to give you the energy you need to do everything in your life? By the time you're 50, you have half of the mitochondria that you were born with. So this production slows down and your mitochondria can become damaged. So NRF1 is a protein that activates your NRF1 pathway. And so they're finding these natural ingredients are able to activate that pathway, and we're finding they're not just only creating new mitochondria, but they're repairing damaged mitochondria that you might have as well.
That's mind-blowing. You could see the technology that goes behind these products. I mean, NFR2, NAD, and NFR1 are definitely my daily supplements that I ingest every day. Now, on top of that, what you guys need to understand is we need to take care of the gut. The gut is the engine to the body. If it's like saying, I buy a new vehicle, 2020 today, and if I never did an oil change, what would happen? The engine would break down. The car would break down. Would it be that the car was not a good vehicle? No, it's shame on me because I did not upkeep. That's what you're doing to your body when you don't or are not proactive. We can't expect our bodies to keep on going without maintenance. Now, that's why education is key. In saying that, I'm also on probiotics and omegas. and the company also has that.
Yeah, everybody needs to be on a probiotic today. I mean, just because of what is in our food is processed, there's preservative, everything that we're ingesting has chemicals in it, and our bodies are trying to flush that out, but it doesn't always happen. So what happens when the cellular lining in your gut becomes weak or there's a poor integrity, all those toxins are leaking out of your gut and back into your blood system.
Right.
Okay, and that can cause everything from brain issues to skin issues to allergies. I mean, all kinds of things happen when we have a poor gut integrity.
Right.
Did you know that 70% of your immune system is located in your gut?
Yeah, I believe.
And what is everybody interested in today? Because of what's going on in the environment and in our world today, everybody is like, I've got to boost my immune system. But start in the gut is the one place you have to do. So there's a very special probiotic that Life Vantage has come out with that is very different than other probiotics. It's protecting it in the gut because we really need those probiotics in our lower intestines.
Yeah.
But most probiotics are being destroyed in your stomach acid and they have a very low 4% survival rate. Actually gets to the lower intestines. So they've come up with a biotrack technology that actually protects the probiotic and allows up to 70% of it to actually make it to the small intestines. So
wow.
I didn't know that before either. So there is a difference in these products and what this company is doing.
Well, I know there's a difference because it's made a difference in my life, you know, just with the fact that, as I said, for me to have the strength, to have had the ability to have had a quality of life has been amazing. And this is why I believe in sharing with all of you, because if we don't talk about the things that will and can make a difference, then shame on us, you know. I know what it's meant for me to have quality of life, and I believe that there's many women on the daily that get a hold of me due to, sadly, cancer is now the #1 killer in the United States. You know, that, guys, we really got to educate ourselves when it comes to the body and what is causing these things. Do we have control? Well, let me tell you, genetically, only 10% is positive and proven to come genetically. That would mean that no matter what you do through the blood, it's most likely you will get cancer. But think of what I just said, 10%. So what does that mean for the other 90%, including myself, that was negative, yet I still got cancer?
Yeah.
So what is causing it? That's what I became obsessed with. And I found out that it's environmental, it's all the things that we're doing that surround us. In my case, I was a hairdresser for almost 30 years. I was doing color, 10 clients a day, 6 days a week, let's just say, working 10-hour days, not eating correctly, putting myself second, going home, being exhausted, and doing it all again. Well, when you stop and think, what caused it? I really had to focus, step back and say, what did I do to myself? And most of us are living that fast-paced life that we don't step back and think, oh my gosh, we need to put our health first and make it a priority.
Absolutely.
Because without health, you have nothing. Everything else has a solution and everything else will have a choice. But when you don't have your health, it changes your whole life. Trust me, I know. And it's like they say, if you don't take care of yourself now, then it's gonna cost you 10 times later. So,
that is so true.
It's things to think about. But when I came across Life Vantage, it was truly mind-blowing. It's made a difference, and like Diane said, my oxidative stress within 3 weeks that I tested from the beginning of not drinking the product to taking the product 3 weeks later, my oxidative stress, came down, as she said it, 40% in 3 weeks. So I'm telling you, it works. It's been great for me. I'm still on every single product, including now the skincare line. So we could talk about that skincare line and give a little bit information. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to belittle this by saying hair care and skin care and
Right.
the importance, but those things people have a lot of issues with, not just with going through chemotherapy where people are losing hair because of that, but just
If
the
you are
aging
on the
process.
product.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Just the aging process and other health conditions really cause a lot of women to have serious issues with thinning of hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so using the NRF2 technology, Life Vantage looks at what is that going to do for your skin. So there's been some studies done by LSU. They wanted to study the use of these products as well, and some of the research that they were doing.
Amazing.
And to see what results the NRF2 activation would have. So yeah, I mean, this is like a whole complete wellness company looking at healing, doing the holistic approach to your health from the outside as well as the inside.
Amazing. So guys, again, when it comes to your health, be proactive. I thank Diane for doing this amazing video with me. We're going to continue working together, and you'll be seeing us traveling, together, spreading the word, because people need to know that you have a choice. And the science behind these products, it's not if they work, they do work, and it's proven. If you don't want to take our word for us, again, you can go to pubmed.com and you will see all these studies that have been done just with this product alone. Now, I'll tell you, there's an MS product out there, correct? That was, I think it's like $60,000 because it's, I want to say, given or prescribed as a prescription to from the doctors. $60,000, the same technology we have in NFR2, is that correct?
Yes.
And it is a $50 bottle. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
And it's natural. It's not a synthetic
Right.
product with side effects.
Correct.
So,
So many reasons on why you want to try Life Vantage. And if you have any information or any questions that you may want, reach out. Diane Rodriguez, she's on Facebook. She's also here in El Paso. She owns our Transformations Rehabilitation, as well as her husband, Marco Rodriguez. You guys know me, Jessica Bustamante. Reach out. We're here to help you with any questions you may have. Why? Because your life matters as well. God bless you all, and stay tuned for the next video.